Okay, so finally I'm getting around to doing the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, the Season 1 review.
It's about damn time. You know we guys are not too keen on the idea of waiting to go last.
Oh, you'll get over it. Besides, I'm really hoping this is not the last video I'm going to do. Alright, plot in a sentence. Haruhi Suzumiya is a high school freshman who refuses to take the normal world at face value and drafts her friends into a club focused on the hunt and study of paranormal and strange events in the school. By moving on to the main characters, first of all is Haruhi Suzumiya herself.
Do you not want to start with Kion? He is the narrator and the story is told in his point of view.
Well, yes I would, but she knows where I sleep.
And don't you ever forget.
Short-tempered and direct, Haruhi on the first day of school declared that she has no interest in normal humans, but would be very interested in meeting any aliens, time travelers, or esthers. She seemed to be a prodigy in everything that she tried to do, and in a few short months had joined and quit every single club and sports team. She also been out with every boy in her school and subsequently dumped him when she found out they were normal humans. After being disappointed repeatedly in her search for supernatural phenomena, Kion, her classmate, inadvertently gives her the idea to start her own club in search for these things. She quickly delegates all responsibility for the club to Kion. The point of this club is to search out this paranormal activity, and it is shortly revealed that these things do exist because she wants them to, but since she actually doesn't really believe in them, she can't really see them. Alright, Kion. The only thing I can say about Kion is someone pissed in his Wheaties.
That is an interesting image.
I heard that saying a while back and I was looking for an excuse to use it. I think Kion's supposed to be the analogy of the average guy, but so far that just makes him extremely apathetic to when everything's going on. He's apathetic to the point of when the others start revealing what they truly are, he's like, I'm an alien. Yeah, so I have supernatural powers. Why is that my problem? I'm a time traveler.
That's classy.
Well, he is a teenager and she is rather well developed. The first of the club members is Yuki Nagito. The last member of the literary club, she was acquired by the SOS Brigade when Haruhi got permission to use the literary club room. She reveals herself to be a human interface to the data thought entity, a alien consciousness that supervises the galaxy. Yuki was sent to Earth when the entity discovered observed a large explosion of what's referred to as data 3 years before the story begins, and concludes that Haruhi is the source of it. And this data will drive the evolution of life in the universe. Of course, they have to keep this secret from Haruhi. The next member of the SOS Brigade is Mikuru Asahina. She's a extremely weak-willed individual who lets Haruhi push her around all the time. Haruhi enjoys dressing her up like a giant doll. Her most notable costumes are a maid. She is required to wear in the club room at all time, a nurse, and a bunny girl. Mikuru was drafted from the calligraphy club when Haruhi noticed that she had boobs. According to Haruhi, all mysteries need to have a super cute moe character, which is essentially a super cute character. She soon reveals herself to Kyon as a time traveler who has been sent back in time to investigate a time quake that happened 3 years before the story began. The time travelers have discovered that they can't travel backwards any farther than when the time quake happened, and that Haruhi is the center of this event.
There seems to be a connection to 3 years ago.
The final member of the SOS Brigade is Itsuki Koizi Umi. I know I spelled it. I know I pronounced it wrong. Just go with it. He's the ultimate yes man, and the only member of the club to join willingly. Haruhi convinced him to join because she considered him to be the suspicious transfer student, which she defined as any transfer student in a certain amount of time since the beginning of the school year. His interpretation of Haruhi is what's known as the dream argument. Essentially, Haruhi is the dreamer, and all of reality is her dream. And anything happening in this universe is the result of her wishes and desires. His group of people theorize that the universe is only 3 years old.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
How can there be high school students in a world that is only 3 years old?
As the flying spaghetti monster. But I doubt anybody's watching my videos to understand the true meaning of the universe.
It's alright, I do not think anybody is watching your videos at all.
Moving on. Since Itsuki, I can't get that name right, him and his people theorize that Haruhi created the universe. They theorize that if she doesn't like the universe, she'll just destroy it and start over. So he agrees and does everything that she wants, and in an attempt to keep her happy, because when she gets in a really bad mood, these zones open up and giant monsters start destroying stuff.
So what happened 3 years ago that started all of this stuff?
Well, what happened pretty much was that she went to a baseball game with her family, and she really discovered how small she was and how small her family was in the whole grasp of the universe. And she dedicated her life to becoming more than just another normal person with an ordinary, normal life.
That's it.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Does she find anything?
I try not to do spoilers, but the pros of the series, it has very believable characters, despite their time travelers, aliens, espers, semi-god-like beings. But when Kyon, in particular, it's pretty much about him anyway, don't tell Harry. But it's pretty much about how he deals with this weird shit happening. And despite his extreme sense of apathy, he does handle it in a very realistic manner. There are things that I do dislike about this series.
Tread lightly, mortal.
You can relax, it's not that big of a deal. My main complaint about the series is its pacing. The series is 14 episodes long, but the story is only 6 episodes long.
Lots of anime has filler episodes.
True, and unlike other anime series, this one's filler is actually interesting and entertaining to watch. I'm looking at you, Bleach, and Naruto. But my main complaint is not that the story is only 6 episodes long, it's that it's only the first 6 episodes. So, to watch the entire series, the last 12 episodes are kind of grueling.
Apparently, you have to watch them in certain order.
That's dumb.
If they wanted you to watch it in a certain order, they would have written them in that way. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints about the series. The filler isn't bad, so I won't mark it down for that very much. So I'll give it a 4.75 out of 5.
I'm no longer speaking to you.
You gave your anime almost a perfect score, and you're angry about that?
My wrath will soon follow.
Okay, so I finally finished the big three reviews that I wanted to do this year. So, but it is a lot later in the year than I thought I'd finish them, so I'll have to drop a lot of what I wanted to do this year. I haven't really decided on what I'm going to do for the remaining of the year, but if you have any suggestions, comments, or complaints, please speak up. And good night. Thank you.